Right now, as you're watching this video, you're moving through space at incredible speed. Even though you can't feel it, you're standing on a planet that's spinning at nearly 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. But imagine something impossible. What if, in the very next second, Earth suddenly stopped spinning? Would you simply fall over? Would gravity disappear? Or would it become the greatest disaster our planet has ever experienced? The answer is far more terrifying than most people realize. First, let's understand what Earth's rotation actually does. Earth completes one full rotation every 24 hours. That's what gives us day and night. But that spinning also affects our weather, oceans, atmosphere, and even the shape of our planet. Now imagine that rotation instantly drops to zero. Here's the terrifying part. The ground stops, but almost everything on it doesn't. Buildings, cars, trees, animals, and even you would continue moving eastward at the same speed Earth had been spinning. Near the equator, that's about 1,670 kilometers per hour, faster than many passenger airplanes. The result would be catastrophic. People, vehicles, and even entire buildings could be thrown across the landscape at tremendous speed. The atmosphere wouldn't stop instantly either. Air would continue racing around the planet at enormous speeds, creating winds far stronger than any hurricane ever recorded. Imagine a global storm powerful enough to flatten forests, destroy cities, and carry massive objects through the air. But the destruction wouldn't stop there. Earth's oceans are also moving because of the planet's rotation. If the planet stopped suddenly, billions of tons of seawater would continue rushing eastward. Gigantic mega tsunamis, possibly several kilometers high in some regions, would sweep across coastlines. Entire coastal regions could be devastated beneath enormous walls of water. Now here's something most people never think about. Earth isn't a perfect sphere. Because it's spinning, our planet bulges slightly around the equator. If Earth stopped rotating permanently, gravity would slowly pull that bulge inward. Over thousands of years, the planet would become much more spherical. As that happened, enormous amounts of ocean water would slowly migrate toward the poles. Some equatorial regions could eventually become vast new continents. Meanwhile, areas near the North and South poles could be covered by much deeper oceans. The world map would look completely different. Another surprising consequence involves time itself. If Earth stopped spinning but continued orbiting the sun, one day would no longer last 24 hours. Instead, one full day and night cycle would last an entire year. One side of Earth would experience roughly 6 months of continuous daylight. The other side would spend 6 months in darkness. The sunny side could become unimaginably hot. Deserts would expand across entire continents. On the dark side, temperatures could plunge far below anything humans have ever experienced. Only a narrow band between day and night might remain suitable for life. But here's an effect almost nobody talks about. Earth's magnetic field is generated largely by the movement of molten iron deep inside its core, not directly by the planet's surface rotation. So the magnetic field would not instantly disappear just because the surface stopped spinning. However, the long-term changes to Earth's internal dynamics and climate could still alter how the magnetic field behaves over geological timescales. Another strange consequence would involve satellites. Many satellites are designed around Earth's current rotation. Navigation systems, communication networks, and weather forecasting would all require major adjustments. GPS, television broadcasts, internet infrastructure, and global transportation could experience widespread disruption. Now imagine farming. Entire agricultural regions depend on regular day and night cycles. With 6 months of sunlight followed by 6 months of darkness, many crops would fail. Food shortages could spread worldwide. Even animals would struggle. Bird migration, flower blooming, insect life cycles, and countless natural behaviors depend on Earth's daily rhythm. Entire ecosystems would have to adapt or disappear. Here's one final thought that almost no one considers. For thousands of years, humans have built civilizations around a 24-hour day. Our work schedules, schools, religions, calendars, power grids, transportation, even our sleep cycles. Everything is built around Earth's steady rotation. If that rotation stopped, civilization wouldn't just face a physical disaster. It would have to completely reinvent the way it measures time and organizes life. So, what if Earth suddenly stopped spinning? The immediate result would be unimaginable destruction, supersonic winds, mega tsunamis, worldwide earthquakes, and one of the greatest natural disasters our planet could ever experience. In the long run, the continents would change, the oceans would move, the climate would be transformed, and life on Earth would never be the same. Fortunately, there's some good news. Earth is not expected to suddenly stop spinning. Its rotation changes only by tiny amounts over extremely long periods due to natural processes like tidal interactions with the moon. Sometimes, the scariest questions are the ones that remind us just how perfectly balanced our planet really is. Subscribe for more incredible science and space mysteries in just a few minutes.